Rice, okay. The hallucinogenic properties of maize. Rice sits cross-legged. Maize lounges, stretches out on its back, head popped against a basket, one knee raised and one bent. Pardon me, stuff in my mouth. Rice sits cross-legged, hill-sized, terraced into patties, the nib-sized kernels hanging above the watered line like a row of bowed heads. So, really quick. Okay. The related species are rice, also called Oryza sativa, wheat, Triticum vulgare, barley, Hordeum vulgare, oats, Avena sativa, rye, cereale, sorghum, called sorghum. I never know what SPP means. Pearl millet, Penicidum, glaucum. Alexa, volume down by 1. I never could do this recently. I tried to do the ketamine chapter with the flashing light, and it was just kind of too much. But it did go well. Pearl millet, which is called Penicidum glaucum. Reggae mill, which is called Eleusine corcana, are all cultivated grasses. Maize, also a grass, is Z maize. Several of the non-grass plants are grown from grain: amaranth, Amaranthus caretus, buckwheat, Fagopirum, Esculitum, and quinoa, Chenopodium quinoa. God, I can't do this. I've done this in a while. Ugh. Parts used are the seeds by indigestion. Its chemistry is complex, highly active carbohydrate chains that trigger massive psychological response, extreme pleasure inducing, perhaps the greatest plant medicines ever known. Maize and rice saving 1 billion people from starvation every day. The high is deliriously subtle, usually taken for granted and appreciated when absent. When it's absent, right? It's appreciated when it's most absent. It affects blood glucose levels and secondary adenosine triphosphate reactions throughout the body. And it's essential for thermal stasis from oxidation, in turn supporting the grandest of all hallucinations. The field of bosons, leptons, and energy are experienced as forms of color, and form and color, rather. Actually, a complete, arbitrary, if creative, mapping. An electromagnetic force fields mediated by photons are all experienced as self. Something called volition is involved in a way that no one really understands. That is also true for perception, sensation, and memory. The myth of sobriety is our fundamental illusion. Seconds, anyone? What does it say? The Girl in the Tree. And this is a thing from 1535. Pretty legit. It actually doesn't look like it's from 1535. It's like too zoomed in or something. I don't know how to explain it. One story of the Hiawatha Wina came from upon a stranger in a prairie. The stranger was a short man, but plucky, and after exchanging a pipe of tobacco, Wunamuhan challenged the stranger to a wrestling contest. After wrestling all day, Wunamuhan finally threw the stranger. The stranger told Wunamuhan to bury his body. Wunamuhan did so, and also soon green feathers emerged from the soil. This was corn. From empty air appearing into empty air returning. In Longfellow's version, it was Hiawatha himself, who gave the corn by killing Mundaman in the wrestling contest. Hiawatha had been fasting and praying, but he prayed not for personal power, but for blessings for his people. That is why Mundaman appeared to him. Oh, Mundaman, I guess it's just... Okay, so they wrestled for 3 days, and then Mundaman told Hiawatha that on the next day he would be victorious, and should bury his body, watch over it. In another story, First Mother saw that there was a green famine everywhere. She begged her husband to kill her and scatter her body, and this is from each place her body had been scattered grew corn. And another story of a whole family went seeking a great vision to relieve the sufferings of the people. They were transformed into corn plants. Second. In yet another story, corn is a girl. A man was in love with her and slept in the woods near her wigwam to watch over her. And one night, he heard soft footsteps walking away through the forest. He followed, but more quickly he pursued the girl. The faster she ran. When he finally overtook her and grasped her, she had changed into a corn plant with the beautiful silky hair and golden earrings and uplifted hands. At the Santo Domingo Pueblo on the Rio Grande in August, the great corn dance is performed. The clowns Koshari emerge first black and white with their funny horns. Their long lines dancer emerge with the kiva, rattles and turquoise and birch feathers with sky and cloud. I think they're talking about, the Huichol. Or if not, the Navajo or Hopi, but the Huichol. That's what I thought, because the Rio Grande. Huichol understand that the corn is deer's blood. That our lives, all lives, eat the deer and are themselves the blood of the deer. That is, our life are the result of countless generations of effort, sacrifice, courage, and beauty. The ally. You have to... Here's here. The ally. You have come this far in the gnosis, far enough to doubt the reality of what it seems, far enough to ascertain that consciousness and reality are in some way constructed, and thus plastic and alterable. One last issue remains to be resolved. What part of it is real? And all of it is a grand hallucination. Who is it that is hallucinating? There must be some sort of part of you that really use some essence, or is it true hallucination? It's called reality to lead us astray. It's called dream to confuse us. Some call it mind, but who knows what it means? Eating corn, drinking blood, it's silly not to give thanks. And this is our Chinese green rice. And see, I knew I could do it. So I'll do the afterthought of it. Is when he means drinking blood, it's like back in the biblical times, it was interchangeable. Smoking is also drinking, is also just, it just means like taking it in. So it's like kind of like the Christian idea about, just that, the Christian idea, whatever. Right? Something about that where it's like, even if it's like a symbol, because it's like, comes from something, you know what I'm saying? It's passed down, that it makes it special, I guess. Yeah, my best guess. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if I could do it through this thing. Let's see.